Welcome folks, I am Jaby Koay, joined by JULES DRAYER, and we're looking at something that makes my shirt appropriate. Zelda Link's Awakening gameplay and release date trailer, E3 Nintendo Direct. This comes from Game Explain, the YouTube channel. They have 1.1 million subscribers, and this has mostly upvotes, so I'm imagining that this is legitimate.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get it off Nintendo's YouTube directly, but things are popping up on other channels first, so here we go, let's check this out. God, the music is getting me goosebumps already. The music's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love the sound effects.
Yeah, I like his little feet.
What?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I am so excited. I've got goosebumps running down my back.
You really do. He really actually does. Wow.
I am so into this. I actually never played Link's Awakening, so for the Game Boy, I just never got that game. I didn't have a Game Boy for the longest time. It wasn't until like the DS. Oh no, it wasn't until like Game Boy Color, and then I swapped that out for the clamshell, which you might. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see the clamshell back there. I got that, and then I got into the DS and all that stuff. And so like I was late in terms of the Game Boy things. I never got into Link's Awakening. The first one that I was truly exposed to, even though I played it for Nintendo a little bit, the first one I was truly exposed to and played thoroughly was A Link to the Past. And then every subsequent game after that, I was into all the Zelda games. This is an adventure I would love to explore because I never got to. And it feels very reminiscent of A Link to the Past, but upgraded. Kind of like A Link Between Worlds. I love this idea of taking the gameplay of A Link to the Past and like just enhancing it further and taking it further, because that's my favorite Zelda game, A Link to the Past. I keep saying it, but the only thing I'm wondering about is how people feel about Link's look. I think all of it is adorable.
Yeah, it's cute. I like his little footsteps.
The sound effects. Yeah, the crunch on the grass. The thing with designing your own level, I'm not super into that. It's like I bought Mario Maker and I played it for about 10 minutes and I was like, wow, You don't want to choose your destiny. You want to get through it without knowing what's coming up. I don't want to create my own challenge. This isn't like the gym. I just,
Let's hope not.
Yeah, I just want it to be thrown at me. I want like some kind of omnipotent creator that I don't ever speak to create this adventure for me. This looks super cool. The graphics, the music. I love the sound design. I like the idea of being able to jump because in the top-down games for Zelda that A Link to the Past, you couldn't jump. That would have saved my ass a couple of times when the long spiky things come rolling through and you're just like, ah. One of my favorite Zelda games is also Wind Waker, even though that's
what this is reminding me of.
Yeah.
Like the art in this is reminding me of Wind Waker.
Right. And so like I know that's not the most popular Zelda game, but
that's one of my favorites.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love the design of it. I thought that it was adorable, and the music was great. I love the way characters speak and interact. I wish they added voiceovers. I know that's like. Some people disagree about that. They feel like
reading it.
They like. Well, it's not that they like reading. It's that they feel like it's a timeless feel when you don't have the voices for it, because it feels like the old Nintendo game.
Yes.
Me personally, I'd rather it be speech, but I suppose with text you can read it fast and button through it to get through it quicker. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But overall, this is very reminiscent of A Link to the Past, and also he's washed up on a beach, and so it's also reminding me of one of the sort of sequels to Wind Waker. I bought it, I never finished it. There's two of them where they use that version of Link. It was for the DS, I believe. And it was the first game I remember playing it at Target, where you can actually like move Link around with a stylus.
That's interesting.
I forget
How many Zeldas are there?
Oh, way too many.
How many? Like,
yeah, there's a lot. And so
I'm curious.
I bought the book, like the 25th anniversary book that goes through all the art of over the years and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of that one off the top of my head, but that's what it's reminding me of. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the very first Wind Waker version of Link for the DS.
We had a DS growing up, but only one, so we all had to share the DS. So I never really got too many turns on it. Maybe one day.
Oh, Phantom Hourglass. That's what it's called. Regardless, having another Zelda adventure to play on the Nintendo Switch is super exciting to me, because it seems like it's always so many years between Zelda games, and so having this just to hold us over until the next big Zelda. Personally, though, I like this more than the huge Zelda adventures.
See, that's how I am too. I like it a little bit more like dumbed down, a little bit more simple. I like it, Riju. I like it a little bit more simple.
Yeah, not so like I just get I find it kind of daunting the scale that the Zelda games are going to now.
Yeah. I think it's very impressive.
Yeah.
But as far as like me getting into it, it seems like it's harder. The better the quality is, it seems for me, and I think that's just because how I grew up. Just what we grew up on.
It's certainly challenging. I mean, I beat it. I beat Breath of the Wild, and it was very involved. And so I had a similar feeling with the one before that, Skyward Sword. It was like, I would have preferred, I mean, I know a lot of people disagree about this because they think that Breath of the Wild is a perfect game, but I would have liked it if the map was smaller and like it was more dense with stuff to do, as opposed to being like these huge terrains you have to traverse, and it's like, there's a lot of nothing between. I like this, that it's compact, and you can see your adventure, and you can see the areas you want to go to, and you can kind of revisit them whenever like you unlock something. I'm wondering if you get a flute in this game, so you can like kind of fly around, like the same but different is basically what we're looking for here, right? So the same but upgraded a little bit, and it's not wildly different from its predecessors. But it's updated in such a way that it feels fresh and brand new. This is a very different looking Zelda game overall. It's like it almost reminds me of, you ever played StarCraft? Okay, you know how you can kind of compress the perspective of things?
Yeah, so it looks like this.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, where even though this wall here, we're looking at 27 seconds, even though this wall is like probably 100 feet above Link, it's made to look like it's only like a few inches above him or something like that. I imagine that for people who grew up playing Link's Awakening, who had a Game Boy, who were fortunate enough to have that, are so much more excited than I am about this. I mean, I'm super stoked because it's an adventure I haven't explored yet, but can you imagine having played this on Game Boy in like the old school graphics and then seeing this kind of update?
Yeah.
Like, that's super cool. And that's all I want from the Disney movies, and they're not giving it to me.
I know, yeah.
Just update it.
Just once.
But the same. I'm hoping that's what happens with Lion King. That's what I've been told. That's the inside information.
That would be a bad one to mess up.
Yeah.
That would be rough.
I've been told that's the inside information I have, is basically what Link's Awakening is doing for games right now. That's what the Lion King is. They're just updating it. He's got a hook shot, the classic hook shot. I didn't see him use a boomerang. Did he use a boomerang? I can't remember.
No, I don't remember a boomerang.
But he's got to have a boomerang. That's got to be in the game. That's a classic staple of Zelda. He's got a feather and he's got a bomb.
the version here, he takes like a boomerang on his phone.
The feather helps him to jump.
Oh, okay.
That's what the feather does. He's got a bag of weed here at 1 minute and 52 seconds. It helps him to see things that aren't normally there.
Not surprised.
That's not how weed works. I don't know why I said that. So
weed makes you hallucinate, man.
I'm super happy about this. I hope you guys are too. Do let us know your feelings in the comments below. Check out Jules DRAYER. She's got Link on the back of her phone. It's not
yeah,
near
I do.
her. I don't know why I was
Go grab it. Go grab it really quick. So they know you aren't lying. So they know I'm an actual fan. Check it out. Look at that.
You gotta pull it near your face.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Check it out. Look at that. It's very interesting. It's a forest, and then you got Navi right there, and then the little moon.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Hey!
Yeah.
Listen! Listen!